Let's not forget the political catchphrase that fills our daily lives, from the world of social media posts and comment sections to the heated discussions on television channels and the intense atmosphere of election campaigns. Jai Sri Ram. Even in the seemingly unrelated contest of answer papers, these phrases find a way to assert their presence. As you come across this slogan, do you perceive it as a spiritual or religious encouragement? Does it ignite inspiration and motivation within you? Or does it stir feelings of fear and terror? Is it simply a political catchphrase, or does it symbolize something darker? Let's take a moment to unpack the various dimensions of this meaning. There have been multiple incidents where students have passed exams by writing Jai Sri Ram on their answer sheets. This led to the suspension of 2 professors at a state-run university in Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh. In 2020, 25-year-old Kapil Gujar pointed his semi-automatic pistol at hundreds of unarmed women and children in Shaheen Bagh, a predominantly Muslim area in New Delhi, shouting Jai Sri Ram. In 2019, a viral video showed a Muslim man tied to a pole being assaulted by a Hindu lynch mob in Jharkhand. In the video, 24-year-old Tabzeer Ansari is seen pleading for his life with blood and tears streaming down his face while his attackers forced him to repeatedly chant Jai Sri Ram. He died 4 days later from the injuries during the attack. That same year, in Barpeta district, Assam, a group of young Muslim men were assaulted and forced into chanting slogans like Jai Sri Ram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Pakistan Murdabad. In Mumbai, a 25-year-old Muslim taxi driver, Faisal Usman Khan, was verbally abused, beaten and asked to chant Jai Sri Ram by a group of men. During the 2014 general elections, the slogan featured prominently in BJP's campaign. Narendra Modi, the prime ministerial candidate at the time, often greeted crowds with Jai Sri Ram, establishing a link between the party and the religious phrase. The shouting and taunting of this slogan have expanded beyond just street gatherings and unruly crowds. They have now penetrated the halls of parliament. During the commencement of the 17th Lok Sabha, members of Bharatiya Janata Party caused chaos by disrupting proceedings and heckling opposition lawmakers, especially targeting Muslims, with the repeated chant of Jai Sri Ram. Jai Sri Ram has now been transformed into a cry of aggression intended to intimidate and threaten those of different faith. Can you imagine a scenario where simply writing Jai Sri Ram on your answer paper earns you a high score and determines your merit? This troubling trend has emerged where the mere mention of this phrase seems to carry more weight. Religious bias is deeply rooted in our society to the point that even educational evaluation and merit assessments are influenced by it. The phrase Jai Sri Ram holds various significance in India that moves through multiple religions. While for some it embodies spiritual and inspirational sentiments, for others it evokes fear and serves as a chilling reminder of communal tensions and political agendas. Beyond its spiritual and religious roots, Jai Sri Ram has been heavily politicized and weaponized, partially in recent times. Unfortunately, it has become entangled with communal strife and has been misused to intimidate and terrorize minorities. In the context of modern India, the phrase Jai Sri Ram has evolved from a spiritual invocation to a weapon of fear and division. From classrooms to streets, from mob violence to parliamentary chambers, it misuses the urgent need for unity and tolerance in our diverse society. One people, one empire, one leader, and blood and soil were slogans used by Nazi regime to promote racial purity and justify the forced displacement and extermination of minority groups, particularly Jews. We must ensure that such religious and political slogans are not given any symbolic or hateful meanings in India, inciting terror among any sections of our population.